Hello culture trekkers! Today I thought it would be really fun to show you something just a little bit different for my channel, because today I'm going to have you come and decorate with me. Part of learning about new cultures is sharing your own, right? So today I'm going to be putting together a little centerpiece for my table. I'll show you how I'm doing that because this little Santa is going to be a big part of it. And then we're going to decorate the tree. I'll show you what I do with my front door. And then we're going to have a really nice movie marathon. So stick around, make sure you like and subscribe, and share with a friend, because more the merrier. If you missed it in the last video, you'll see how I prepare my house for Christmas, including some of my favorite Christmas time cleaning products. I set up the tree, and now we're on to the fun part, decorating. All right, so just finishing touches on the tree. I usually fill in all the holes, or it doesn't have a whole lot of limbs or stuff on it. Then I will go to the craft store, which my go-tos for floral are either Joann's or Michael's. And I get stuff like this, and then I will put it in the tree and just really spread it out so it blends in really well. And I will just wrap other limbs around it. So my tree is going to be kind of like a red, white, and green. Just a really traditional one, but you can just take one of these limbs, like there's a hole right here. I'm just going to put this, just set it right in there. And then you kind of wrap these in between other limbs. And it just gives your tree a really nice and full look when it's all mixed in. So that is going to look really good once I get a few of those in there. And then I'll show you how to make the centerpiece if you have people over for Christmas dinner. There are some other things that I wanted to show you. I do have all of my baubles and Christmas decor in here. And then I also have a bunch of lights, and then, you know, I've got these berries that you can put in there. Just put these a little higher if you have dogs, because the dogs like to chew on these for some reason. And then I have my Christmas candle, you know, just really set the mood and make it your own. And then these little things, I'll show you. These are little pine tree fronds, or whatever you call them, but I stick these on either side in my planter box out front, so it gives this nice, warm, welcoming feeling to the front door, which I'll show you in just a second. So if you have a little pot or plant like this, you can just take some of these little tree limbs and get one of these poinsettia things. You just stick it in the front like this, wherever it really looks good and feels good. So right there, and then I'm going to drape these little flowers over the front of it so it blends in nicely, and it gives it a nice, full looking, welcoming look. See how good that looks? So I just stuffed it in the front of the basket and then draped it over the sides, and look at how full that looks. So your lonely summer potting plants don't look so drab. So I actually made this wreath. I just bought a regular wreath. I'll kind of bunch it out like this. These berries, I found them just like I was saying at the craft store, and then you wrap it. There are plenty of tutorials online to show you how to wrap your wreath with these really cute bows that are super festive, and this goes along right with the rest of my tree, the red, green, and white. And then I just bought this year from Joann's, and this was about 50% off, the wreath that goes around my door. I really like how inviting that feels when you have something framing your door. So I'll show you that in just a second. So see how nice and inviting that looks? Eventually I want to get more and kind of wrap it around so it just creates this really nice frame around the whole door, so it goes all the way to the bottom and kind of ties in with the rest of it. I do have some lanterns that I'm going to put over here and maybe decorate a little bit, but I might need to get a little table, but that's in the future. It doesn't have to happen all at once. So I have the wreaths surrounding the light, the lamps here. I'll put my lights just right up the top here. So this is one of the things that I wanted to show you, and it can be part of your centerpiece or it can just be something on the side. So I found this vase at Joann's and it was like 60% off. I really like the woodsy feeling to it. It looks like a portion of a birch tree, but it's actually made out of ceramic. And then I got one of these square foams that fits perfectly inside, and then started arranging a little piece. So I got this little owl actually at Dollar Tree. This was a little bit higher end because it has some different bits in it that look a bit more expensive. And then also I'll show you these other pieces that I got for it. So I got this at Joann's and it just looks like snow has just fallen on these branches. I got these flowers that have just, I don't know if you can see it, but it has just a little bit of what looks like frost on the top of them, which I thought was gorgeous and would be really pretty. It really matches the whites of the Santa and kind of that woodsy feeling. He's got pine cones and I really wanted that pine cone theme to be throughout this piece. Then I got some of these bows that have just a little bit of gold on them that really go with kind of that woodsy theme as well, which will all go together. And you know, my table isn't huge, but I wanted to put something together where I could take these arrangements throughout the house instead of just having it be in one area. So the centerpiece, what I had imagined, is actually going to be this garland, which I'm just gonna leave together. I'm gonna open up the center and then put Santa in the middle with little things throughout this, like the bows and a few pine cones and him in the center. And then on either side, I will have those vases. You can also put these like on either side of your sink, on either side of your oven, or in the bathroom, or at the top of a landing. You could even put it in your window seals. It's just a really nice, woodsy, inviting arrangement. I would probably get one more of these foam blocks and then just kind of stick it in the center so it doesn't wiggle around as much. You can also just kind of bend one of these branches or just shove the branches down in, and that will help as well. So I'm going to finish putting together, sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. I'm just gonna quickly finish putting together the rest of this arrangement so that you can get a good idea of how it's going to look when it's all done. Now you do want to make sure that you're putting the branches evenly all around the vase so that this can be transported to any area of the house really that you're going to be occupying. It does get a little bit messy when you're putting this together, which is why I'm in the kitchen. Anytime you're working with that fake snow, you want to make sure that you're doing your arrangements where you can easily clean it up. So I am just in the kitchen right now, and I can easily put this, just wipe the counter off again. So I'm taking one of these branches and clipping it off with some wire cutters, which any craft store will have, and just kind of putting it all around this arrangement. So so it's really nice and full and covered. And this is, look at how pretty that's gonna look. Now if you notice right here, there is just a bit of a gap here. So I'm gonna cut this last one off and stick it right in that spot. And then at the very end, we're gonna add a big old flower to kind of balance out the owl that's right there. So see how that just kind of fills that in and brings the whole piece together. You might even kind of wrap this there so it looks like it all just goes together. Make sure the owl is looking up out at you. You take one of these flowers. Look at how pretty that is. And we're just gonna stick her right there, bend it a little bit out this way. And look at how nice that just balances that whole thing out. Now you have this gorgeous arrangement. I might even put a few more of these in there. Actually just cutting these off, because I got these from the dollar store, but I'm not a huge fan of ivy in my arrangements for Christmas time. That I feel like should be left for another day. I'm gonna keep these little silver balls that are on here just because I think they're really cute, and if you place them strategically, they really will add a bit of pop and magic, even though I hate that word, to your arrangement. We're just gonna stick some of these, one right there, one right here, and one over here, so it kind of is on the edge. Now this is an arrangement that you can really keep in your house all the way through January, just because it really has those silver tones, the greens. It's very nondescript as far as holiday decor really, but when coupled with a Santa, it does really show that holiday spirit. If you just have it on its own, this is a gorgeous piece to put on your table all the way through January. So there is your little decoration there. I'm gonna put together the rest of the centerpiece, kind of show you what that looks like and how well these fit together. I'll probably put this one, I might just do one here in the centerpiece with Santa really close to it on this side, so you get this nice big beautiful centerpiece that really brings that holiday spirit. And then the other vase that I have, I'll do the similar arrangement and then just probably put it over in the corner on the other side of my oven, or maybe even by my bed. So let's finish this up. Don't you guys just love it? You got the owl, you got the little berries right there. Got Santa's sled. And the man himself. Oh, I just love this.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You can promise.
One of our big traditions growing up was to have hot chocolate. I've got candy cane hot chocolate, Steven's candy cane hot chocolate in here. It is so good. Perfect for decorating a Christmas tree. And also some donuts, because it's not only Santa that gets sweet treats, right? It just creates a cozy atmosphere, and then you turn on a Christmas movie in the background while you decorate your tree, and you're set. And you've brought the holidays into your home. Let's get this decorated and I'll show you the final product of all the Christmas decorating that we did today.
This year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand you let me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Well, I just wanted to thank you all for joining me while I decorated for Christmas and introduced you to my home. Thank you for being a part of the culture trekking community. I hope you have a great holiday. Stay tuned, check out some of the other videos that I have. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. So bad, but so good.